thank you for joining in on Behind the Stitches, where in this video I am going to be unboxing and doing a review on the Brother Serger 1634D. And so this video that you will see is actually pre-COVID-19. That means that this video was actually recorded in February of 2020, early February, like around the 3rd or the 4th, and I stumbled across it in my video, which also means that this video was recorded before we were in quarantine, before my mother's death, just just a different time. And when I stumbled across this video, it made me happy, but it also made me sad, because I heard it in my voice just how things was just going really well for me, and my business and everything else, and how I was just motivated and just happy. And who knew what this year would bring to me. And so I thank you once again for joining in, and I hope you like this review. I hope you consider getting one of these machines, because I super fell in love with it after I had unboxed it and reviewed it. And so take a look. Hi, this is Kandia with Kandia Haynesworth Designs, and thank you so much for joining in. So today we are unboxing a Brother 1634D Serger. And as you can see, it is factory remanufactured, which means that it's refurbished. And I only paid $117 for it at Walmart.com. And so I will post the link below if you are thinking about getting a serger, an inexpensive serger, or a refurbished serger. They have loads of them in stock, new ones and refurbished ones, and in a variety of price ranges. And so once again, I will post the link below, and you've guessed it, I am an affiliate of Walmart, and therefore I get paid a commission when you make a purchase from the links that I post below. In the meantime, let's open this serger. So I had to put the camera down to open the box, but I just want to show you guys how it's packed. I didn't do anything or take anything out of the box, and it is packed well, as you can see. And I guess we have the trash tray here, and this looks like the foot pedal and the cord. And then, ooh, she's pretty. She's pretty. And so I'm replacing my Project Runway 5234 Brother Serger. And she looks pretty. She looks like a smaller version of that, but she's pretty. She's nice and pretty. Okay, and so here we have the instructions. We have a CD. We have a slip cover or a dust cover. And so she's packaged well, as you can see. I'm getting excited. Okay, and then we have the feet. And so let me get her out of the box onto the table, and let's set her up. Okay, so let's take a look at the contents first, all right? And so it's going to come with 4 mesh sleeves for the thread, and it does come with tweezers, which I have found very helpful in the threading process. It does come with 2 feet. I'm not sure what the feet is for yet, but we'll figure that part out. It does come with these 4 serger thread wheels, so I guess that slows it down. I'm not even really sure what this is for, but I guess I can look that up as well. And an Allen key, as well as a dust brush, but it comes with a good pair of universal needles. All right, and so that is good. All right, and plus your trash drawer here that snaps here in place. Okay, and no, I didn't hear it snap. There you go. All right, and so I have threaded 4 spools, and what I did was I just tied a connecting knot. I gotta tell you, the threading process was much easier than the 5234, which is a machine that costs literally about 5 times the amount of this one, but it was easier. Maybe I'll actually do a threading video for this as well. Now it's time to test it. So I took her out of the box, And she looks very clean, very good. The first thing that I noticed was this. And so this is plastic. On the 5234 Project Runway Serger, that is metal. And I actually will tell you that I actually prefer it to be metal than plastic. So before I toss the old one in the garbage, I'm going to see if I can replace this, because this just seems like it could break. And so, for the most part though, it looks good. The anatomy of it is the same, whereas the power cord is on the same side. The lever looks the same. However, we have the controls over here. And so I just have to figure those out. But it looks like they did a test on it. I was going to say someone, but so we're going to see. And it's already threaded with a little bit of test stitch threading. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug it in, and I'm going to see if I can test it here on camera. Okay, so for the tray that catches the excess fabric, let's see, it just slips. Let's see, it just slips in that little slot right there, and it catches on. So let's see if we can do that. So yeah, so you heard it snap. So it just snaps into place for the most part. So that's good. And I'm going to leave the settings as it is already, and I'm going to turn it on. Okay, and let's see. So the needles are already in the downward position. The presser foot is in place. We have some sample thread. So the only thing that I need to do now is, let's see, lift the presser foot up, lift it down, is test it out. So I'm just gonna put my foot on the presser foot and see if I could test this. Ooh, nice. Sounds good. All right, let's see. Well, all right, it did a couple of stitches before it broke. All right, well, so now I'm going to get some thread and just see if I could run a connecting thread, so this way I don't have to take it all out. It's already threaded already. Let's see if I can do that and run my own test. So before we do that, I guess I should really look at the anatomy of it. I jumped the gun a little bit, so I'm just going to take this tape off. And slide this. Let me take the little tray out. Slide this and down. And there you go. There you have it. Okay, it almost looks the same. It almost looks the same. Honestly, it looks like it's these things look a little bit better than the more expensive one. Honestly, it's like labeled better. All right, so I'm going to try to connect the threads and do my own test stitch out. So I wanted to show you guys what I'm doing. So I just put a spool of serger thread on, and you know, it was there's a sample piece that comes in all of them, and they're going to be wrapped around here. Instead of pulling it out, I just took the tail end and tied it to the tail end. You see that little knot? See that little knot there? That little knot. And so, I'm gonna run it through all the way down. Just let it keep running and let it come through the needle. And I'm just going to do that to the remaining 3 of them, but I'm going to use different color threads just so we see where the thread is going and if it works or not. Another thing, I decided that I'm going to leave this after all because brother machines are sensitive. You don't want to throw anything off, okay? And the settings and stuff, it won't work. So even like with an embroidery machine, if I was to go in and replace this, it's, you know, strategically made so they know, the machine itself knows exactly where the thread is supposed to be at all times. And if you move it slightly, the machine won't work. So I don't want to do anything to this this machine to throw the settings off or to throw its function off. So I'm going to leave it for now. Okay, so I'm just going to try to do this with one hand. Probably shouldn't, but I am. So I'm just going to put I'm going to use the same fabric that it came with. I'm just going to slide it back under there and put the lever down. All right, so the presser foot is in place. I'm going to actually put my needles in place as well by turning the wheel just to help me out some. And I'm just going to press. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. We got a serger working. Looks like we got a serger working. Okay. All right, so now I can finish my order. So the other day I started working on a alterations project for a client. I was altering the jeans. And while the client was here, my serger conked out. And so I didn't get a chance to finish the jeans. I did get a chance to do 2 pieces of embroidery for him, but I was so annoyed. I was super annoyed. Anyhow, I went on Walmart.com later on that night and I ordered this refurbished brother serger, the 1634D. And I gotta tell you, so far, I did a test stitch out and it is working well. I am going to finish this order and pretty much tell the client that it is ready for a scheduled pickup. And so I'm just super excited just to be able to provide services other than embroidery. Well, I just broke my first needle. Apparently, I had stuffed too much material underneath and it got stuck here. And it was snagged and I had to pull it out. I was trying to get close to that outline, but I guess I had pushed too much material underneath here and the needle got stuck inside and it broke. So now I just have to change the needle. Okay, so don't search with pins. Okay, look how the pin actually got bent. All right, and so don't search with pins. Other than that, it's like a dream. Oh, here's another pin. Beautiful. So, look at that edge. Oh, that's beautiful. And look at all the excess going into the tray. So this is how it's supposed to work. Problem-free. Okay, so I have to put it back on the machine because if you see the line, this is where it's supposed to serge, but it was too far away. And so I'm going to put it back on and just go all the way over it once again, getting close to that line. And so to take in pants, denim jeans that is, you want to find a good pair of pants that they like already, the client likes already, and then just draw an outline, all right? And then mimic it to the way they want it to fit. And so what you're doing is you're just going to be drawing a line to mimic the fit that they have already in place that they love. And then you want to get the project, the item that is, as close as possible to that desired fit. Okay, so I have put it on the serger again and I was able to get it closer to the line. As you can see, you don't see the line any longer. And so I love the finish on this. You know, this is why it is worth it to have a serger. Obviously, you could do a zigzag stitch, but this is so much more professional, and it just does the job. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. You could use any thread color combination that you want, but it just gives it a nice professional finish. So the Brother Serger 1634D gets a thumbs up because it serged like a dream. I gotta tell you, I really like how easy it was to set this up and how to insert the new needles as well as to thread it. And I love the overall finish. Okay, and once again, to take in pants, you just want to get a pair of pants that is a nice fit. Turn the pants inside out, and you want to just draw a line. And so I'm not sure why every time I do this, on one leg I have to serge twice, on one leg is just once. I'm not sure if it's me or what I'm doing, but it comes out well. It comes out good. I've never had anyone complain, but it just seems that I have to do one leg twice and the other leg once. But overall, the finish here is just so well, and this is why you don't want to do this with a zigzag stitch. It just does not come out the same. And so now I just have to finish the hems off. So I have to pull out my sewing machine, and then I will pack these jeans up and work on his knit sweaters and the sweatshirts. Now those I do have to turn my embroidery machine on for. Okay, so I'm going to give Brother Serger 1634D 5 stars, and I'll tell you why. Number one, the price of this was under $150, well under $150. I paid $117 for this on Walmart.com. And so that was a super steal for a serger. Now, this serger machine was a remanufactured, so it's a refurbished machine. I never buy refurbished anything. But I was on a budget. I didn't want to spend more than $150, and everything that I was seeing was around that price range or more. And then I stumbled across this, and I figured if I didn't like it, I could just simply send it back. Well, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I gotta tell you, it taught me a lesson not to turn my nose up at refurbished things. I mean, I don't know. I just don't buy remanufactured items. But I gotta tell you that it saved me about $40. And so I'm super happy about this. Number one, the price of it, like I said, is super good, considering I could have spent well into the 200s for a serger machine. And if I really wanted a good serger machine, I would have had to whip out my credit card and spend about $1,000 for a good serger machine. So I'm glad that I'm able to get something for under $150, and considering I don't use a serger on a daily basis, so it's not like it's something that I want to invest that much money in. Okay, so the price value is good. The quality of this machine is good because it's a Brother machine. Brother have good machines. The ease of use is really good as well. As you can see, the diagram that I had showed you earlier was really easy to follow. I mean, I am familiar with a Brother serger machine, so I knew how to thread it, and I knew how to replace the needles and so forth. And by the way, if you guys want me to make a video on how to thread this machine or how to replace the needles on this machine, just post a comment below and I can do that. But it was very easy. If you are a new person and that you don't know how to do these things, all you have to do is really look at the machine when you are taking it out of the box and follow along, considering it is already threaded. So that is a super plus. You don't really have to figure it out. You can just visually see exactly what you are supposed to do. It is super cute. It is super sleek. It's not that heavy at all. I love this machine, and I love it more so at the fact that I paid under $150 for it. So I'm going to give this a 5 stars, considering I had a machine that was literally about 5 times, 6 times the amount of this machine, and it was a headache. It was a headache to thread. It was a headache to use. I just had issues with that Project Runway machine, and like I said, it costs like 5 times the amount of this one or more than this machine. So, you know, I don't like headaches. You guys know I don't like headaches. So this machine gets a 5-star rating, and I will post a link below. And whether it's a remanufactured one or a regular new one, I will see if I could post 2 links below for 2 different ones. So this way, if you don't want to do the refurbished way, you can do the new way. And if you don't want to go new, you can go refurbished. And so I love it. I love it. I love it. That's all I have to say. And that's all I have for you today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you have not, click and subscribe to my channel and hit that bell so you can be notified when I upload new videos. And I have some more unboxing and things to come for you. And guys, I'm thinking about doing a new series. I just want to show you guys what I do like when I am not working in my embroidery studio. And so that is supposed to come this spring. I will be working on that this spring, so we'll see what happens. But these are the things that I do when I am not working in my embroidery studio. I pretty much always be testing out something, or testing out a machine or an item or a product. Just so happens that this falls right under the same umbrella. And so that's coming this spring of 2020. I think you guys will like it. And I think you guys will be really surprised to see what I do pretty much on my days off. Well, until then, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram. You can also find me in the group Embroidery Boss. And you can also come and visit me on KandiaHaynesworth.com. And until then, I'll see you next time. Bye.